Yo, what's good? Everybody, welcome back to the channel where we cover everything going on in the world of music, entertainment, and celebrity news. And today, this one's wild. Rapper Fat Joe is making headlines, and not for new music or a versus battle. He's just been hit with a $20 million lawsuit, and the accusations are seriously disturbing. We're talking claims of sex acts with underage girls, financial fraud, violent threats, and it's all coming from someone who used to be part of his inner circle. We're going to break down exactly what's in this lawsuit, Fat Joe's response, and what might happen next. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and let's get into it. Okay, so this lawsuit was officially filed on June 19th, 2025, the Southern District of New York. The person suing Fat Joe is none other than Terrance T.A. Dixon. If you don't know the name, Dixon was Fat Joe's hype man for years. He was part of Joe's crew, traveled with him, and according to these documents, witnessed a lot of questionable stuff. Now, Dixon is claiming he was not only exploited financially, but he saw Fat Joe engage in sexual acts with multiple minors, and even says he was forced into performing thousands of acts himself under threats of violence. All right, here's where things get really dark. In the lawsuit, Dixon accuses Fat Joe of being involved with at least 3 underage girls. A 16-year-old Dominican girl who he allegedly paid for sex, bought clothes for, covered her phone bills. A 15-year-old white girl from overseas flown into Miami and New York, who allegedly got a Brazilian butt lift at 15 funded by Fat Joe. And another 15-year-old Latina girl, who Joe allegedly fell in love with, paid her living expenses, and even took her on tour. And remember, these are all just allegations at this point, but they're some of the most serious claims I've seen connected to a major hip-hop artist in a long time. Dixon also claims that Fat Joe ran financial scams like tax fraud and money laundering through a sneaker store and allegedly used threats, intimidation, and even violence to keep Dixon and others quiet. And get this, Dixon says he himself was forced into over 4,000 sexual acts as part of what he describes as psychological coercion and sexual manipulation. This reads like something out of a documentary, but it's an actual real lawsuit filed in federal court. Now, Fat Joe's legal team didn't waste any time firing back. His lawyer, Joe Tacopina, yes, the same guy who's represented high-profile celebrities before, is calling this lawsuit a, quote, blatant act of retaliation, and says, Dixon is making these claims up as part of a money grab and extortion plot. Interestingly, Fat Joe himself had actually sued Dixon a few months earlier for defamation and extortion over similar accusations. So this isn't coming out of nowhere. These two have been battling it out behind the scenes for a while. So where does this go from here? Right now it's a civil lawsuit, meaning it's about money and damages. But if any part of these claims is proven or corroborated, this could potentially trigger criminal investigations, especially with allegations involving minors and trafficking laws. The courts will go through discovery, where both sides hand over evidence, take depositions, and basically lay out their cases. Fat Joe's team will likely try to get this dismissed, but if it sticks, it could go to trial or possibly settle behind closed doors. This is one of the wildest celebrity lawsuits I've seen all year, and it could have huge implications for Fat Joe's career and reputation. But as of now, it's all allegations, and no criminal charges have been filed. Anyway, I want to know what y'all think. Are these claims legit? Is it a cash grab? Or is it something more serious behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications, because you know we'll be keeping an eye on this case and bringing you every update as it drops. All right, y'all. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.